Hi guys, welcome back to Just Talking, and today we have a news update for Blackpool Pleasure Beach with regards to new merchandise, the Icon Enso opening, and the big one. So to start off, Icon's Enso, which I'll explain what it is in a minute, has officially opened. As of yesterday, it started its premiere rides, so that was the first day you could get on the ride, and honestly, I'm really excited to get on it, despite the price tag attached, which I'll explain in a minute. So, for those of you who don't know, Enso is the spinning seats that have been added onto Icon, and its slogan is Icon with a twist. And basically, Mac Rides has already tried out this feature at Dreamworld in Australia, and basically, it's a free spinning seat which has taken over the back rear train. Rear car of every single train, I believe. I'm not too sure if it's every train, to be fair, but I believe it is. And all you have to do is book at the start of the day of your visit. You can't pre-book it or anything, and then you just have to wait for your time slot and get on the ride. And you will need to wait until the timer has gone down, as you will with a speedy pass, in order to get into the Enso queue, and then obviously get on your ride. And of course, for the timer situation, that is based on the tier that you're on with the payment. So I'll explain that, as I said, in a minute. And there is also a merchandise range which I'm actually thoroughly impressed with for the Enso and also Icon experience, and I'll get into the pricing of that and some of my thoughts a bit later on. And for the pricing, it's £15 for a standard single ride, which means that you will have to wait the actual queue time to get on normal Icon in order to get on your ride on Enso. So that works similar to how the Speedy Pass works. I'm not too sure where the Enso entrance is, if anyone would like to help me out on that one. But you will obviously, once you booked it, you'll have to say, I want to go on Enso, and then it will start the timer for the regular queue time of Icon. But I believe there's a separate queue. And then £25 will be for your VIP single ride. I believe that per person you will have to pay this £25, which is extortionate, and that means that you reduce your queuing time by 90%. So if you're waiting in a massive if you're waiting for the timer to go down for a massive icon queue, then the VIP ride will just reduce that by a massive fraction, so you can get on it nearly straight away. But then again, the standard ride for its price is definitely better because you could even get on a ride during the wait time, and I think that's a much better option, and it's also cheaper. But yeah, that will be your price to get on Enso. And I know it's a very controversial issue to do with the payment, but I will definitely still be getting on Enso because as of the POVs released and also the reviews, it seems to be a really fun and more intense experience to Icon, and I know it won't be for everyone. But getting on to what's happening with the big one, that has officially reopened as of yesterday as well. It seems like this weekend has been the really big event for the Pleasure Beach, and I'm just going to go through what has happened with the retrack. So here is an aerial image of the retrack which was posted to Twitter by Tazica of Greater Manchester, and those are the wonderful people who have done all three of the big one retracks. And basically, where the retrack begins is at the top section of Star Hill, which is just by the Boulevard Hotel and also the Burger King, and it picks off just a section after the first ever retrack, which I believe happened in 2019, and it then ends at the brake run just before the helix. And I do think that this retrack is a really great thing for the big one because I do know that that section can be particularly rough and you do get jolted around a bit. And I do think that most rides that I've had on the big one before and after the retracks that have happened have been significantly better and smoother after the retrack than before. And I really do like the way that they're giving a bit of TLC towards a big one because it is a beautiful roller coaster and it's always a nice fun thing to ride, particularly on the late night riding events because it's so much better in the dark and it's a lot more spontaneous. So getting into some of the new merchandise, and they have been releasing the merchandise in waves this year. Normally they'll just kind of block release them, and when you get into the park, you'll see it all in the shops. But because they've been doing the winter weekends, of course that has not been the case. So now there's loads of merchandise coming in waves, and also with a lot of things reopening staggered, such as Valhalla, Enso, and the big one, as well as Grand National. I can't forget that, which is still not open. I do understand that they're doing it in waves. So first off, you do have the Enso accessories. So for the pin badge, you're going to be looking at £3.95 for that. For the magnet, £5.95, and the keyring is the same price. And they all follow the same design, each of these items, and the nice little keepsakes and pocket money items that you can buy when you go to the park, or even online if you'd like. You do also then have the Icon Enso metal bottle, which does have a design on the front and the back, and that will cost you £14.95. And from my experience with the bottles that they do sell at the park, I in particular have the Feathers McGraw bottle, which is from Wallace and Gromit, and that is a really great item, and it does keep your drinks nice and cold or nice and warm depending on what you put in it, and it's a really great, valuable purchase if you do like the design of it. They do also have a few hoodies available. This is the first of those, and that is tailored towards the Enso logo. And this is, of course, the usual hoodie price of £34.95. And here are the following three designs, I believe, because I think there's four. So you do have the black one with the red insert hoodie, and you do also have the nice sewn in icon logo, which is in a nice greyish sort of colour. And also on this, if you haven't already noticed it already, it has zip up pockets. So if you do happen to wear this while you're going on the actual icon, you can shove your phone in there rather than leaving it in the cubby holes to the side of the ride. And that is a really helpful feature. You do also have this other minimalist Enso hoodie, which features the dagger in the center and the Enso logo around it. And I think this is a really nice one. I do very much like the grey. And then finally, you have another grey icon hoodie with the sewn-in logo, and then a black hood on the inside, as well as those fancy little zip-up pockets, which have come due to popular demand. And I do actually really like all of these designs, of course. All of these hoodies do come with the fleece insert on the inside, so you keep nice and warm during those Blackpool days, and they're very comfortable, they're very well fit, and I just love the hoodies from the Pleasure Beach personally. And in addition to that, you can also get a £2.95 drawstring bag. I believe one of them is an icon design and the other one is the Pleasure Beach logo. And then there is also the £9.95 tumbler, which I believe follow the same designs. And then the Wallace and Gromit garden decor, which starts at £34.95. They are all available. And for the prices of the garden decor, I believe that the Timmy and Feathers McGraw garden decorations, they're the lowest price. And then the one for Shaun the Sheep and Gromit, they are £39.95. So if you'd like them for your garden, you can pick them up either online or by yourself at the park. And yeah, that's really it for this video. There's been a lot of news to cover this week. There's been so many big things happening at the park, and I'm genuinely so excited to get a ride on Enso. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope I can get back to the park soon so I can get a review on that ride, and also the big one as well. Very excited for the retrack. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, if it did help you out with some of these news updates, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this was just talking. Bye bye.